back in early May, I think it was May 4th, I actually got it on May 3rd. The Macon Charter Academy filed for bankruptcy, a Chapter 11 reorganization in U.S. bankruptcy court. The intent was that would allow them to restructure their finances and get right. And initially, the wording on the document was that they had no active plans to be open for the 2016-17 school year. So at that point, there's a stay that comes with that no action can be taken against the charter school, basically, because they've filed for bankruptcy. And so because of that same day, they were supposed to be on the agenda for the State Board of Education to discuss terminating their charter. That was already on the agenda. And so as a result, that was pulled off out of abundance of caution or whatever official terms you want to say. And since then, it's come back that no, Macon Charter Academy was going to try to be open in the fall and have students. But this week, there's been rumblings this is going to happen. This week, the state and local school board jointly filed a motion for a relief from that stay. What that means is they're saying we're not collecting any money from Macon Charter Academy. That's not our claim against them. They don't owe us any money. So this action shouldn't affect us. This bankruptcy shouldn't affect the termination because we're not asking for any money. The original date for that was for the first hearing for that, just for that relief. Now, to backtrack, if that relief is granted, there's still a lot of steps that have to be taken. If that relief is granted, and that would mean the court says, Bibb County Board of Education, Georgia Department of Education, you are clear. You can continue the termination process if you wish. That doesn't affect that's separate from bankruptcy. If they get that, the state Board of Education would still have to approve starting the termination process, which means they would have to have a meeting, whether a called meeting or whether a regular scheduled meeting. Their next regularly scheduled meeting, the committee meetings are actually today, and then the full meeting would be tomorrow. So that ship has sailed. The next planned meeting would be early July, roughly the same time. I don't have the exact date, but it would be maybe the 7th. I know the 7th is a Thursday. It's my birthday. So it's possible that it would be the 6th and the 7th. It's also possible that it would be the 13th or the 14th. I dropped the ball on that. That's on me. I haven't looked up that meeting date yet. But it would be one of those first two Thursdays of July. So that would be the next planned meeting. They could always hold a called meeting. So because of that, and then it would be another, I'm told, 45 days or so. If the school board or if the State Board of Education voted to terminate, it would be another 45 days for that process to finish up. There would have to be a hearing. There would have to be the process for Macon Charter Academy to state its case. And so that's about a 45-day process. So because of that, the initial date that they were given of July, I believe the initial hearing date would have been July 13th, if I'm remembering correctly. I've got a lot of papers here. Yes, July 13th. The initial hearing date would have been July 13th. And then you would have to have, and that would have probably been about the time of the next state school board meeting. So they would have to have a call hearing after that, another 45 days. It would have been late August before that termination could have gone through, if that's what the state ends up doing, which would have put late August, which means if Macon Charter Academy is planning on having students next year, you'd have students that had already started class when that school was terminated, and nobody really wants that. That's not what's best for the kids. Whether this, and then this is actually in the paperwork from yesterday, whether the termination goes through or not, what's best for the kids and the families is to know that school's future this summer, before the next school year starts, since they claim they're planning on opening.